Yeah, man. This is the Dog and Sorrow. Arachuga in the house. Kapuku Digit in the house.
This is the droid with the rainbow goddess, the rainbow goddess.
This is the droid with the rainbow goddess, the rainbow goddess.
Hello and welcome to Joyride with the Rainbow Goddess. I'm Itzel and today I'm going to be teaching you how to make a cinnamon swirl raisin gluten-free loaf. Woo! That's a mouthful. I am absolutely obsessed with bread. Bread is like my all-time favorite food. But when I eat a lot of bread, I don't know if this happens to you, but it can like stuff me up, you know, like in the bathroom. Or I can feel like quite heavy and like kind of lethargic. And I just don't feel like I've gotten that much nutrients, you know, when I have like a bread heavy diet. So I like to mix it up with having gluten-free bread as well so that I could still have the daily satisfaction of having bread, especially because I love having like toast for breakfast, which I think it can be like a little bit heavy for like a morning food. But this gluten-free loaf that I'm going to teach you how to make is actually like super nutritious. So anytime that I do eat that one for breakfast, I feel like I did something great for my body, and it is absolutely delicious, and I definitely don't feel like I'm missing out on like my regular toast. So before I just keep on blabbering about this bread that I love, let's just head to the kitchen and make that magic.
Step 1. Prepare your sweet potato. Peel it, chop it, and boil it. Step 2. Sift your dry ingredients. You will need Bob's Red Mill gluten-free all-purpose baking flour, 2 cups of Bob's Red Mill gluten-free flour, 1 cup of oat flour, 1.5 teaspoons of xanthan gum, 1.5 teaspoons of salt, 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder, and 1 tablespoon of active yeast. Now sift it through the strainer to get rid of any lumps, and give it a little whisk. Now mix in about 3/4 of a cup of raisins, and I like to tear them apart with my hands to make sure that I don't have huge lumps of raisins. Then you're going to mix them into the flour. Step 3. Prepare your wet ingredients. Strain your sweet potatoes and save some of the liquid. In a food processor, combine half a cup of the softened sweet potato, half a cup of the hot water that you reserved from the sweet potato, 2 tablespoons of maple syrup, and a 1/4 cup of avocado oil, and 2 tablespoons of chia meal or flax meal would work here as well. Blend until smooth. Add your wet ingredients to your dry ingredients and 2/3 of a cup of room temperature water. Now give it a mix with a silicone spatula until it is fully combined. Step 4. Prepare your loaf pan for baking. I'm going to spray it with avocado oil, and then I'm going to sprinkle, you could sprinkle any flour really. I'm using almond flour because I like the taste, and I'm sprinkling it all over the sides and the bottom. Now generously oil a clean work surface as well as your hands. Bring the dough down and start pressing it down into a rectangle shape. Use a small strainer to evenly sprinkle a layer of cinnamon across the whole thing. Now gently roll it from the short side. Once you're done, tuck in the ends and put it into your loaf pan. Then I like to cut little slits with a knife to give it a nice look. Cover it with a wet towel and let it rest for 35 minutes. While I wait, I always like to play the cleaning game, playing the cleaning game. Now it's ready to bake. It should have risen to about the top of your loaf pan, and we're going to bake it at 375 degrees for 35 minutes. Now you're going to take it out, cover it with foil, and put it back in for another 12 minutes. 2, 1, ready! Look how perfectly golden brown that looks. Now just let it rest for 15 minutes.
Oh my god, I am so hungry and excited for this. Oh my goodness gracious. Mouth watering. Ooh, my, that looks delicious. Look at that beautiful swirl. And it's so moist inside. That's like one of the things about gluten-free bread. I feel like a lot of times when you buy it from the store, it's just so like dry. This is a different story. Well, I guess first, before I put this delicious spreads on it, I'm gonna have a bite by itself. It has such a nice texture. The outside's a little bit crunchy. The inside is like so spongy. It's so good. And I did do this one with like a very light sweetness because I want to be able to eat it with savory stuff too. But you could go a little bit sweeter with it if you wanted to. I am going to put some cream cheese on it. Goodness gracious. My favorite is cream cheese and a jam, and then I'm gonna put some fresh strawberries on it because why not pump up the freshness and nutrition?
Oh. Oh my goodness. So good.
Oh, and I have like this really good almond cheese that's on my Instagram, so make sure to look at my description below where I will put a link to my Instagram, and also I'll put the whole recipe there. Always you will find the recipe in my description below.
Thank you so much for watching. I'm so happy to be back with you. As I said in my last video, instead of making a video every single week, I will actually be making at least one a month, maybe more, so definitely make sure to subscribe to my channel so you get notified every time that I do put up a new video, which will be a Monday. And also, if you did like this video, give me some love in the like button so that I know to make more videos like this. And also, don't ever hesitate to let me know what you think down in the comments, or if you have any questions, or if there's any videos that you'd like me to make. Okay, well, thank you so much. Have a healthy, happy life. Yeah!